Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nifemi and it's so good to be back here. So in my intro video, I said that I would be giving you guys news headlines, but I'm sorry I wasn't able to do that because I record my videos sometimes on Saturdays, and before I cannot get the news headlines for Sunday that I'll be posting the video, and I do my editings on Saturdays, and sometimes on Sundays I would have, most times people would hear the news in the morning, and by the time my video is out it will be in the evening, so I feel like it will no longer be necessary. So I'm so sorry for that, but the health talk, everything is here. So let's jump right into the video. So today we'll be talking about forgiveness. Forgiveness is the act of looking over or having mercy on someone, or it can also be you just forgetting and letting go of the offense that somebody has actually committed. Yeah. So most times we hear forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. We even preach it like there is nowhere you go in church, in mosque, even normal society, you hear forgiveness. So the gravity of the offense will determine if someone will be able to forgive the person or not. So sometimes we in most cases we tend to forgive. Sometimes we even need to forgive ourselves in some cases, and sometimes people offend us so much that you will not be able to you would find it so difficult to forgive that person. Yes, but even at that, I'm going to quote from the Bible that says, I think it was the Pharisees that were telling Jesus, okay, was it yeah, I think it was the Pharisees that we were saying, okay, how how long, how many times should somebody offend me before I can say that, okay, I'm not going to forgive this person? And Jesus said 70 times 7. So like imagine, like, why would somebody offend you, just one person will offend you 70 times 7 times in a day? That's 490 times in just one day. Like, that's not possible. So I think what Jesus was just trying to tell us, that we should forgive easily. Like, even Christ, when he came to the world, like, even the people that he came to save even offended him. Rather, they've offended him. They were asking for his death. They were like, God is just so merciful. So and it's actually the best pattern, like it's the best example for us as Christians, as individuals. See, as individuals, like, imagine someone came to die for you, and you are still castigating the person. You want the person dead. Like, how do you forgive that kind of person? And you still have to go to the cross to die for the person. So forgiveness is a virtue that every believer, every person, whether you are a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you are a traditionalist, you need to possess that attitude, that act of forgiveness. I think I was speaking with a friend of mine, and she told me that when you place people when you place people when you see people that they are humans, when you come to the realization that everybody is human, we have flesh and blood running in our veins. That means that we are not infallible. Rather, yeah, we are not infallible. So that you feel that when you come to the understanding that there is nobody that cannot make mistakes, there is nobody that cannot offend you, there is nobody like, you should not trust somebody to the extent that and this person cannot do this person cannot do that. Because once you start trusting people to the extent that this person cannot do this person cannot do that, when the person does the thing that you say that you think he cannot do, you will be so offended, you will be so hurt. So but when you put people to the places that, okay, when you see that people, when you put people to their places, yes, when you put people to their places, when you feel, when you see that, okay, I'm human too. That's why most times I really don't condemn people, because I feel like I might say, okay, okay, I can't, I might actually say something, but when I think that, I'm human too, I might be in the person's shoes and I can do worse. So I really don't tend to condemn people. So because I don't want to, I don't want to, okay, the thing is, put people in their places. Have this mindset that people are not infallible. Everybody can make mistakes. Anybody can change. Anybody, if I live here today and if I relocate from where I am today, who knows what kind of attitude I can bring up in the place I'm going to. I don't know. So the thing is that when you put people in their places, I think I'm already emphasizing too much on this point. When you put people in their places, you will not be hurt even if they offend you. And learn to love everybody. There's one thing I used to say, okay, this happens with parents, like it happens with parents so much. If you can relate, please drop in the comment section. Your parents will tell you that, okay, if you break a cup, a glass cup, in the house, the way they will beat you, hey, you will even be saying that, is this my mommy or is this my daddy? But once your mommy breaks a plate in the house, she said, I just put it there. I did not know that it is there. It just fell down. She'll make excuses. She's human too. But if you now say that, okay, her mommy did not beat herself. Why will mommy beat herself? Like, it's not possible. She cannot beat herself. So we need to learn to love and overlook things. Love one another and overlook things. It will make the world a better place for us. I want to talk about, like, this issue of forgiveness. When you don't forgive somebody, even when you see the person, you have this kind of strong feeling in your heart that, no, it's not strong feeling per se. Is this feeling of us, if anytime you see that person, you just be like, this person should just go, this person should just, like, you don't just want to see the person because of the gravity of maybe the offense that the person has committed. And in that process, you'll be feeling so hot, like you'll be feeling like you'll be feeling pain in your chest. Like, I think I used to feel it, like, when I'm so hey, when I'm angry, like when I'm angry, but when I'm angry at people, like, because nobody is perfect, like nobody is perfect. But once we tend to, like, when we see that we are not perfect and we strive towards perfection, that's, I think that's the main thing. When you are not perfect and you strive towards perfection, and you are not perfect, I get angry at some things, but I get angry at people. But the thing is that once I smile at the person, if the person just say, once I just smile at the person, it might just be 2 minutes, it might just be within an hour or 2 minutes. Once I just smile at the person, like, everything that happened is over, like, over right away. So I think, and one thing I notice is that when you put when you are holding a grudge at somebody, when somebody offends you and you refuse to speak out, that's why sometimes you need to communicate your feelings. If somebody offends you, God, some people, somebody will offend them, like somebody will legit offend them, but they will not tell the person that, you offended me. I think we are created differently, so the way we act to situations differs, but at least let's learn to communicate. so that we will not be holding grudges against people. And once you have grudges against people, you yourself, you will not be free. That's the pure truth. Like you will not be free. And funny thing, what if, okay, I'm holding a grudge against somebody and the person does not know that I'm holding a grudge against the person? Like, that's not right. That's not proper. So this boils down to like making Jesus the perfect example, follow Christ, the way he forgives. That's how to make, I think forgiveness brings peace, it brings unity anywhere you find yourself. So with this, we've come to the end of this section. So I hope you've been blessed. I think I have also been blessed too. So yeah, I know that I've also been blessed too. So let's go to the next section, which is the health talk. So let's talk health. Today we'll be talking about diarrhea. Diarrhea is a very common ailment in Africa, and medical news says that about 1.9 million children below 5 suffer from diarrhea. And come to think of it, well, I think everybody would actually know what diarrhea is. Okay, it's this watery stool that we pass out. Okay, and it's always accompanied by stomach pain, bloating, sometimes vomiting. Yes, that sometimes, but not, sometimes vomiting. And it's actually caused by gastrointestinal infections, which can be caused by maybe parasites, bacteria, and all of that. So there is actually one that affects the elderly people. That's microscopic colitis. It actually occurs in the night in elderly people. So sometimes you hear that some people, they were stooling and stooling, and before they rush them to the hospital, they are gone. So it's actually as a result of microscopic colitis, which is a type of diarrhea. So what are the causes of this diarrhea? Okay, like I said earlier, it is caused by infection, like gastrointestinal infections, which is actually caused by, okay, bacteria, parasites, and sometimes maybe because of what we eat, even laxatives, yes, causes diarrhea. And sometimes I think body reacts our body reacts to things differently. Some people, when they eat hot food, they tend to have bloating stomach, then they start stooling. And some people, when they eat some type of vegetables, they tend to have diarrhea, like they start stooling as fast as soon as they eat those kind of foods. So what are the things that we need to prevent? Okay, what are the things we need to do to prevent diarrhea? First of all, washing of your hands. I think this COVID period has made us to realize the effects or the importance of washing hands, because these our hands, you touch everything, you want to open the door, you touch the doorknob, you are going out, you want to close the door, you want to clean up everything, your hands. Washing of hands can actually prevent Regular washing of hands can actually prevent diarrhea, because it will actually reduce bacterial infections. And another thing is sanitation, environmental sanitation. When your area is not clean, you tend to get exposed to bacteria, and when you're exposed to bacteria, you're at high chances of having diarrhea. It seems there's rhymes. Bacteria, diarrhea. Okay. So washing of hands, like I said, environmental sanitation, and please clean water. Where you're Okay, it still boils down to sanitation. Your water, your food, anything you're taking into your body must be clean. Please, it must be clean. Your health, everybody's health should be one's health should be one's priority. Yeah. So please, let's take care of our food, our water, our environment, our hands, our body, because bacteria move around, like they move around. So what else? I think that's all. I think that's all. Yes. And when you're you can also actually reduce the way you eat sugary things. Yes. When you eat too much sugar, when you eat too much sugar, too much sweet things, you tend to have you tend to have diarrhea. So when you reduce it, there's a name we call it here in this part of the world, in this Yoruba part. So um I think when we were young, they used to say that if you eat too much sugar, if you eat too much sweet things, sweet biscuits, sugar, everything, they they will tell you that it mayo. But it's actually true, because they're actually trying to prevent um prevent us from having diarrhea. So when you reduce taking of sugary things, you are actually reducing the risk of having diarrhea. So what are the symptoms of diarrhea? I think we need to talk about the symptoms. The symptoms actually are fever, excessive stooling. Yes, you tend to have excessive stooling. You have abdominal pain, that's stomach pain, stomach upsets. Sometimes you might be vomiting. I think I said that earlier. Yeah, I think I did say that earlier. And okay, but in the case of diarrhea, during diarrhea, maybe when you are stooling, just make sure you take a lot of water. So during diarrhea, you can always take water, because when you are stooling, you are passing out the water and electrolytes out of your body. So always replenish, always stay hydrated. Like as take water as you are stooling, at least before you get to the hospital, or before you get treated. Take water as you're stooling. And another thing is, okay, the use of ORS. Yes. So ors would help you to ORS will help you to replenish the body water and the electrolytes in your small intestine. So I think we've come to the end of this video, and thank you guys for watching. And please like this video, share, comment down below. For some of you that, okay, you might want to share your experience, your diarrhea experience, if you have once had diarrhea, and how you were able to stay fit again. So you can comment down below, and please subscribe if you are new here. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.